Are you a little bit confused about what to eat or even how to eat? Well, join the crowd. We have a lot of conflicting information where one expert will tell you that this is okay to eat, and then another expert will tell you that's not okay to eat. The pendulum keeps swinging. Years ago, we were very concerned about the fat in the diet, and we really shunned away from fat in the diet, and suddenly every label you would see would say low fat, which was marketing. And then we decided that maybe some of those fats are good. But then now we're really kind of mad at sugar. Sugar, sugar buster, blah, blah, blah. But the problem with that is now people are really avoiding fruit because they're afraid of fruit sugar, and that is simply wrong. In the past, people were so afraid of fat that they would avoid a really healthy thing to eat like an avocado, and that was really wrong. So where does the right answer lie? Well, just understand being confused is common, and we want to take you away from that, and we do that by taking a more simplistic approach, because the problem is that we have infobesity, too much information about a weighty topic. There's all kinds of advice, and it's really kind of hard to navigate through that. We also have a lot of marketing and hype that drives us around to a certain direction, and it's frankly kind of brainwashed us over time. We need to shift that, and we need to start listening to our body. That is the true answer that's going to get us to where we want to go. And where we want to go is to a body that has energy, mental clarity, and a body that just feels good. It feels like doing things. The reason why all this has really happened is because our gut and our gut brain are extremely complicated. And we're only really just learning parts of that. There are millions and millions of things that are going on. For example, there's at least 10 trillion bacteria within our body that are also having an influence of our body being imbalanced and responding to food. And we do lots of things to damage that. We also have lots and lots of chemicals that we put on our body through shampoos, and we know there are hormone disruptors that affect us. And we know that when we look on the packages of food that we get at the store, that they're full of chemicals that you can't even pronounce. And so there's lots of things that are throwing our body out of balance. But then when we try to study it, it's very, very difficult to do the kind of science that will give us what we need to know. The kind of science that when you do a certain experiment and you get a certain result, it's going to give us predictable rules so that when somebody else repeats that experiment, they're going to get the same kind of result. And part of that is because there's so many variables that really there's no way to control for all those variables. So when you strip all that away, how do you get rid of the confusion? You get rid of the confusion by going really simple. Our body is talking to us. It's time to start listening. Awareness is the key to all change. So start paying attention to the volume of food that you eat, the frequency of the food that you eat, and also the kind of food that you eat. They all play a big role in how you're going to feel and perform every day. So think about that. As you're going through the day, learn to self-experiment, find what works for you, and until another podcast, I want you to remember, if you want to feel better today, eat better today.